Hi guys, my name is Briana. I'm a trainer for the Edge Fitness Clubs in St. Peters, Missouri. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. It's beautiful here. I don't know about other places, but either way, I hope you're getting some enjoyment out of today. So I will be leading you through recovery today. We're going to start with some static stretching for 45 seconds to 60 seconds, and then some more dynamic movements, and then we're going to finish with some foam rolling, okay? So our first one, we're going to be over here on the floor. We're going to start with a piriformis stretch. So you're going to start on the ground, knees bent. You're going to put one foot over that other knee or other leg. You're going to grab this side and hold that stretch for as long as you can hold. Okay, so we're going to do that for a minute. Let my timer get going. Okay, so hold this for a minute. Try to bring that foot closest to your chest. Nice deep breaths. All right, about 5 more seconds. Okay, so we will switch sides. Okay, same thing. Nice deep breaths. You should be feeling it through the glute area and maybe a little bit through your hamstring as well. About 10 seconds. Okay. Our next one we're going to do is called thread the needle. So you're going to be on your knees. You're going to bring your shoulder down to the ground. And you're going to have your head resting on the ground. Okay? So you're going to drop this shoulder, bring this hand through, kind of thread. And this arm is bent, and your head is resting on the ground. Nice deep breaths, okay? All right, so we'll start that. Okay, 1 minute. So drop this shoulder to the ground, this arm stays bent, head is resting on the ground. Got about 15 seconds. Keep breathing. Okay, we'll switch sides. I'll give you a front view. Okay, all right. So drop that other shoulder down to the ground. Your head follows your arm. All right, our next one is going to be a kneeling hip flexor stretch, okay? So we will do 1 minute each side. Okay, so you're gonna have your legs 90-90, okay? This one's important to not arch and overextend your back when you're trying to stretch that opposite hip flexor. So you kind of want to engage that glute to stretch forward. So you're gonna squeeze that glute, that leg that's down, to really stretch that hip flexor. And you're gonna lean into the stretch, keeping your back as straight as possible. Okay, so we'll go for 1 minute. Ten seconds. All right, we will switch sides. Okay, so same thing, 90-90. Squeeze this glute, stretch that hip flexor. Keep your back nice and flat. All right, here we go. Five more seconds. Okay, now we're going to be doing more dynamic stretching. So for this one, we're going to be doing 6 reps for each side, whatever, if it's unilateral. So the first one, we're going to be doing an upward dog to a downward dog. So we're going to start in a downward dog position. You want your feet a little wider than shoulder width. If you have a yoga mat, about the width of the mat. Hands under your shoulders. Try to get your heels down if you can. I know that's hard for some people. If you can't, try to slowly kind of rock back. the hips up to the ceiling. Okay, and then you're going to shift your weight forward, flat, pull your feet up, stretch. Okay, so we'll start in a downward dog. Okay, so we're going to do 6 each, so we'll go one right into the other. Oh, we have a visitor. All right, here we go. Downward dog. Okay, head up, pelvis to the floor. Exhale on our way up, so nice deep breath in. Exhale on the way back. Okay, there's one. Okay, exhale. Exhale. Make sure your shoulders are not crowding your ears, so kind of pull those shoulders down. Deep breath in and exhale. Okay, last one. Here we go. Pull those feet up and exhale. All right. Our next one is a T-spine rotation. So for this one, you're going to be on all fours. You're going to have one hand down here. So I'm going to start on my left side. I'm going to put my left hand on my head. And I'm going to bring my elbow towards my right elbow and up and back. Okay, let me get my hair out of the way. So here we go. So here. Okay, keep hips nice and flat. Elbow to elbow. Extend. Good, 2 more. Okay, we'll switch sides. The more you go, the more rotation you want to try to push. Okay. So again, on fours, hand here, elbow to elbow, or even underneath. Get as much rotation out of your T-spine as you can. That T-spine tends to get tightened throughout the day, especially if you sit a lot. So that's a good one to do kind of throughout the day if you're getting tight through that area. Okay, our last one is called the world's greatest stretch. This one, you're going to start in a deep lunge. This back knee is going to be elevated, so you're going to pull that knee off the ground. You're going to have this hand here. Actually, yes, you're going to have this hand here, like this. Pull that knee up. You're going to open. Okay, as you come in, try to bring that elbow as close to the ground as you can. Open those hips over. Okay. So opposite hand and knee down. Pull that back knee up. Rotate and bring that elbow close to the ground. Or to the ground if you can. Okay, so we're going to do 6 each side. Okay. All right, hand down here. Pull that knee up. Okay, we're going to start both hands down. I'm going to have you rotate up. Okay, elbow. One more on this side. All right. This one is a really good one to do before squats, especially barbell squats. Okay. All right, so opposite foot down, get yourself all set. Pull that back knee up and open. Okay, one more. Okay, you can relax. Okay, our last two are going to be on the foam roller. So we're going to roll out your lats and your pectorals. Okay, so for your lats, when you get your foam roller set, you want to kind of land on the foam roller at about your armpit. This can be a little tender, so just be aware. Okay, and you want your palm up. Okay, start at your armpit, and you kind of want to roll front to back a little bit. Okay, roll front to back for a little bit. You can kind of feel it break up a little bit, and then kind of roll back and forth a little bit. Okay, front to back. Okay, so we're going to do 1 minute each side. Okay, so get yourself set. Okay, all right, here we go. We're going to start at your armpit, base of your armpit, palm up. Try to keep your hand off the ground if you can. Kind of roll back and forth, break up that tissue. And then kind of roll about an inch back and forth. You don't want to be completely back and completely forward. You kind of want to be in between to really activate that area or target that area. Okay, if you find a spot that's really sensitive, go back and forth, try to break it up. Okay, kind of roll over it. 10 more seconds on this side. Okay. All right, we'll switch sides. Okay, same thing. Start at the base of your armpit. Don't be completely lean back. Don't be completely lean forward. Okay, palm up. Okay, here we go. Okay, kind of go back and forth, break up that tissue. You have about 15 seconds left. Keep that hand up. As you can see, this does not feel great on this side. A little tight. one is a pectoral stretch. This one's a little funky to get into. And for women, we can't stretch or roll as much of the pectoral as men can for obvious reasons. So to get set, you're going to lay right next to it. Arm over here like this. You're going to kind of pull yourself off the ground. You kind of leave your knees down. You're going to roll over the upper pectoral area. Okay, so you want to feel it, especially for women, throughout here. For men, you can get the whole pectoral. For women, it's a little harder and very uncomfortable. All right, here we go. Get yourself set. Okay, this arm straight. You can keep your knees on the ground if you want to. Kind of roll over that area. If you find a tender spot, kind of focus on there and go back and forth like you did with the lat. I'm sure with all these at-home workouts, doing a million push-ups, this feels great or very painful. Maybe both. Ten more seconds. Okay. All right, we will switch sides. And this is our last one. All right, here we go, 1 minute. This is also a really good one to do if you have a desk job, to kind of stretch out those areas. All right. Okay, we are all set. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are taking advantage of all the resources we have for you during this time. Visit our Facebook page, our Instagram, and I think we're doing live on both. So check those out. Take care, you guys.